Well, that was delightful. We just had some sushi and made from the first Japanese cucumber that came off of our vine. So that was really nice, just being able to run out back and pick a cucumber and throw it in dinner, and I love it. And got about 80 pounds of tomatoes right now that are ripening up, so we'll be doing a lot of tomato sauce. That should get us through the whole year, most likely, if we eat any tomato sauce this year. I don't know. We've had tomato sauce for at least a year's worth for over a year, and we haven't used it because it didn't come out quite right. So better luck this time. But yeah, next time I go by the community garden, hopefully we'll have a few quarts worth of pickling cucumbers, so I'll be able to make some pickles. But anyway, sushi was great. So I was thinking when I got upstairs after dinner that I need to start making some new goals. And I know my husband was wanting to trim down as well, and so we're thinking about goals, and I realized that I reached the goal already that I had for the summer, and that was to fit into a particular outfit that was something that I just really liked, and I thought was sort of the pinnacle of what I wanted to get back down to, because it was what I was wearing when I was at my lightest as an adult. And I hit that, which was kind of a shock to me. And since then, I've actually continued to lose. I don't know how much I weigh, though, but now I'm thinking, well, what's next? What am I going to do next? And so my thought is that by my birthday, which is in almost exactly 3 months, I would like to get to the point where I can pretty much walk into any store and pick up a size 12 off the rack and be able to fit into it. And why that's important is because right now I am wearing a size 12 from certain stores, but not from other stores. And, you know, I mean, I think vanity sizing is ridiculous, but it happens, and unfortunately it's a very particularly female problem to have, because, you know, men's sizes are based on measurements, and I don't know why women's sizes aren't. I don't know if it's that women don't want to admit what size they are. That's probably a part of it, and why it's vanity sizing, because you want to think you're smaller than you are, but I mean, so many of the problems that we face are based on the fact that we can't admit to ourselves what's really true about ourselves. So, but I'm fully fine admitting that my waist is too big for my, you know, hip to waist ratio thing, but I can fit into my size 12 jeans. So I think that's pretty awesome. And in fact, I can fit into only my size 12 jeans, and everything, I have 2 pairs of size 12s. Everything else is 14 and up. So I just had to go buy more pants. And I went and bought a dress yesterday, actually, and it was a medium from JCPenney, so not like an off store, you know, not a weird, you know, luxury sizing type of place. No vanity there. It was just a size medium right off the rack. So I was pretty excited about that. So yeah, I think my next goal is going to be able to just walk in and fit in a size 12, and really the difference there is that even though 2 of my measurements are perfectly 12, one in the middle needs some help. So I'm going to try to focus on getting my saggy sack of gut back into shape, because, you know, the unfortunate thing that nobody ever wants to glamorize or publicize this part about losing weight, but when you do lose a lot of weight, you end up with the water balloon effect, where you're just a saggy sack of your former self, and it's kind of gross, but it's just part of the process that you go through. So, and considering that I've lost probably at least 50 pounds now, that's a lot of extra skin, it's a lot of extra flub, and you can't just expect it to go away on its own. And I really haven't been exercising at all. I've just been eating like just a whole lot less than I had before. So I've just been losing this all by sitting on my ass and knitting. And that's about it. Just eating less and eating differently. And, you know, now my husband and I, we eat sushi all the time, and we're almost vegetarian. And I think that's made a huge difference. But I have like no muscle tone. I haven't been doing anything because I've been working all the time. So I think that's going to be my goal for the next year. So yeah, by my birthday, I'd like to be able to just straight up fit into a size 12. I think that would be pretty cool. And then by next January, I would like to have lost about 10 inches on each of the measurements, give or take, because I don't really know what the structure of my body is, so I don't know if I can. Right now I've lost 8 inches off my bust measurement, which is pretty important when you're knitting sweaters for yourself. So I just want to be able to have a comparison, and whatever sweater I knit for myself in January, I want it to be 10 inches smaller around than when I knit for myself last January. So I think that would be a pretty big deal for me, and that would be a really good 1-year goal. So, and then the other thing is that I've discussed it with my husband that I will be getting a haircut. Much more severe than I've gotten in previous years, and my hair is over 3 feet long right now, and he's definitely a long hair guy, but the problem is that I can't wear my hair down ever, except like I'm about to get in the shower, so I took it out of its barrette, but I can't wear my hair down, so what's the point of having long hair if you can't enjoy it? So I'm going to cut it to a length where I'm not sitting on it. Right now it's almost to the back of my knees. That's pretty long. And possibly actually have a style, which I have never in my life had a hairstyle, so other than just long and in a ponytail. So this will be interesting. I'm sort of on a path of reinventing myself, I guess, because I think that being, for my shape and frame, extraordinarily overweight, it made me just kind of want to hide. I stopped going out. I wasn't talking to friends. In fact, I don't even know if I have any anymore. Because I didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to be in public. I didn't want to be where people could see me because I just felt so awful. And I think that really showed on my actions and everything, that I just felt terrible all the time. I was winded going up a flight of stairs, and it was embarrassing. And I didn't want to be in public like that. So I think taking off so much of me is actually going to allow me to be me again, and really for the first time, I guess. I mean, I've always imagined myself being a certain person, but I've never been able to be that person because I've basically been sat on by the extra person that I'm carrying. So we'll see. I don't think I'm going to go for a hot pink buzz cut anytime soon. Although I definitely admire people who have nice looking heads. I don't. Yeah, so we'll see. I mean, I do think that once I actually go gray, I'll dye my hair hot pink again. But let's hope that's not anytime soon.